Attention, attention, attention. This is the Town FB of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically.
10 yacht number 4, Lima Echo India.
Check in, check in, check in. Anyone else? Check in.
Unit number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay, check in, check in. Come on in. Where are all the people? Check in, check in. Okay, it is now 4:30 p.m. Official call out for the check-ins. Anyone want to come in? Please come now. Very quiet start. Okay, we'll begin and call out again later. Okay, so let's do a warm up round so everyone can kind of, you know, uh, update yourself. um, this morning, Net A, we were talking about those medical problems, and Lay's story was the highlight. So that was kind of cool. I wonder how Lay is doing right now. So let's go. Tier number 4, Lima Echo India.
10 yacht number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, Ajahn. Yeah, today, when I got out of bed, yeah, I was like, I don't know, super tired. And got in the shower. Then I went to work, and I don't know, like I was dozing in and off for most of the day. And like later on the day, it felt better. Uh, and then going home, and when I got home, like I took a shower. I changed the tea to on the altar, and then I passed out again. And I just woke up. Tinian number 4, Lima Echo India.
Given your condition, you should not be doing the full today. Take a break, right? Just rest and don't do the magic stuff. You are low in stock with your ammo. Okay, so tonight Wing's gonna come home anyway, so just enjoy the day and relax. Yeah, that's basically what you should be doing. Yeah, okay. Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Unit number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Well, first Ashwan, this morning was definitely very informative and it really gave us a very stronger perspective on the celestial medic that you've been teaching us throughout the weeks. And I was thinking about a question that Hasija asked earlier this morning about some newbies or even some of the seniors may not know what is something they should be jumping on the call line for the emergency line. Like they don't know if it's an emergency or not. You know, like they're unsure. What if we use the element div asking us if you, hey, I'm experiencing this, how urgent is this right now, you know, and they could probably use that as a gauge to figure out, oh, maybe I should hit up the line and call Sergeant and see what's going on. Back to you, Tina, number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Well, you see, everyone should know my sleep time, right? So if you know I'm not sleeping, you are free to call anytime because that's like basically open for anyone, right? So if you are just concerned and I am not online, like not active online, then you may want to jump on there. But usually, I'm online all the time to just talk to me. But during the night when I slept already and you want to jump on that line and wake me up for something, well, it's not going to be like, oh, such one, I just cannot sleep, feeling itchy. That will be kind of like, oh, what? So, yeah, but for things like lay last night, it's like you're really feeling not comfortable, right? Something's wrong, and you can't get rid of the problem. Of course, you want to get to the line and find me. So, yeah, I would say, if you're in doubt, just call. I just told Wing today, I prefer it is like, a false alarm. Um, like not like, okay, there's like really something big, right? But I would diagnose and tell you, oh, it's okay, you just go back to sleep. So I would prefer that situation compared to like, oh, I didn't tell you because I thought it was okay, and then the next morning something really bad happened, and now I have to like spend much more power to fix your problem, right? That will cost me much more if I have to like soul travel and save people. So yeah, that would draw the line. Okay, so you can think about it. Not too hard. Anyone else want to check in? Check in.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Your volume is kind of low. So the mic is yours.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. I had my recharger in. Maybe that seems to make the volume worse. Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about the calling you when it's appropriate or not. The other day, I think Lay had what felt to me like a serious symptoms going on, and I did suggest that they just contact you, even if it involved waking you up, because it sounded pretty serious. So I guess that was an okay call. I'm not sure if they did or not, but yeah, I can understand that if you can nip it in the bud quickly, as soon as possible, then it's going to save you from if it gets worse or more embedded or a more serious issue later on. I wasn't sure what it sounds like you've been talking about the Celestial Medic this morning, which sounds interesting. I'm curious to know what was the conversation about the Celestial Medic in Zello A this morning. TNet number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Seung, what are you using to use your cello right now? Is it your phone? Somehow, like your sound is very bad compared to normal.
Yeah, I'm using my phone. It should be the same. It's a new phone. I don't know why it would be different to what it was yesterday or the day before. I've had it for a few days now.
Okay. Anyway, so you reinstalled Zello. You might want to like go to the settings and change the audio setting. There's like a recording amplifier. You can like set that on so it can kind of like amplify your voice when you talk. Maybe that's why. Can you try that?
Yes, he's right. I'll do that now.
Okay, before you go, let's see if anyone want to check in. Anyone want to check in? Okay, let's see if Sheng is coming in with better audio.
Okay, Cedron, how's that? I turned it up about another third. Does that change things?
No, turn off the automatic and then just push up the gain more. So let's see how that goes.
To number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf, I turned that, there's a adjust, like a sliding bar. I turned it up so it's almost near the top now. Is that okay?
Not working. You're still very quiet. Are you connected to any Bluetooth stuff?
No, I don't think so.
On the bottom left corner, there's that icon with the speaker. Can you like see if you can choose another option and then try to talk again?
Okay, I tried, I clicked on the earpiece. I don't know if that makes it any different. The speaker and earpiece, so I'm doing earpiece now. I'm just wondering if that changes anything.
Seems like the same. I think it had to go back to the gain and push up the gain for the recording bar. Make sure it's not the other bar, the recording bar.
Which, how do I find the recording bar? Maybe I'm not finding the right one. I clicked on the right side. You've got the little symbol with the sliders on it, and then that gives you an audio adjustment slider. That's what I was moving.
No. You go to the option, right? On the upper right corner, there's a 3-dot menu. Go to option and then go to audio, right? So you see the audio settings. There are recording amplifier, right? You slide that up.
Okay, I've turned my recording audio right up. Does that help?
Yes, you're so much louder. Maybe down a little bit, then it will be good.
Okay, will do. I don't want to keep up the Zillow too much, so we'll see how it is next time we come around. To number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Very good. You sound much better now. Okay. Yeah. It is very important because when you're screaming help and your sound is like that low, it's really very hard to hear. Anyway, let's go. So anyone else want to check in before I begin?
Senior number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. The mic is yours. Go ahead.
Team number 2, Delta November Golf, Jajang Gijang, and greeting everyone on the net. Yeah, it's so the lay the one last night is he's like like his heart is low, and then it's a problem with his chest, or I just want to know the symptom, and then what's really happening on the lay end. So it's causing that the heart ascent is low. Yeah, back to you, net control. Tingkat number 2 Delta November Golf.
Okay, well, he can tell you the symptoms, but what I see is that first of all, he had been writing a lot of food for the 2 days, so it was a huge output, and that is the output from the heart, and then his eating diet, like the things that he eats, the spicy and the sweet, it all contribute to the chi flow, making the chi flow not moving. Spicy is gold. So gold chi is stopping things from moving, and the sweet give birth to the gold. So it's very much very goldy, right? So it's the golden chi. So everything is kind of stuck and not moving. So that's why the heart is not getting anything in, and it's kind of almost like want to back up. So yeah, it's kind of stuck. Anyway, he have like he got injured in the past when he was being yi attacked, and those things are still a problem today. So anyway, I'll hand the mic to Lei so he can talk about the symptom and you can hear it. Tier number 4, Lima Echo India.
Pin yet number 4, Lima Echo India. Uh, Hello everyone in Sajong Gijang. Last night I was feeling irritated. I don't know why. And then the cat did something. Then I was yelling because I was irritated. And then Wing called me. We had a video call. And I'm like, okay, I messed up. I don't know why. I'm irritated. I'm feeling angry. And then I was like, okay, like for the past 2 days, I've been feeling irritated, and I noticed like my chest, like the anger, the irritation, it was going downward, 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 and it reached my gut. I don't know what's going on, but uh, I don't feel the anger no more. I feel it just drop down to my gut, and then he's like, "What do you mean it dropped down?" Like, yeah, it moved down, and then after that, it goes down further. Like it's in my stomach now. I was like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on," and then she called Sajan on the net on the emergency line, and then I thought I was just angry or irritated about something. I didn't know what it was, and then Sajan talked about like what did you eat, and like yeah, I had some spicy chipotle and stuff like that, and like yeah, you're not supposed to eat something like that. Because now your chi is stuck, and the reason why you felt it going down to the stomach area is because it was stuck. Now it's starting to move down. So Sajan had me drink some vodka, one shot of vodka, um, and then I had issue with the vodka as well. Like I couldn't breathe. It was like an asthma attack or something. Then he told me to tiptoe up and down, bounce up and down with tiptoeing for like 1 minute, and shake my hand, do some arm swings, and then I can breathe again. So I'm like, okay, so see, that's a chi issue. But yeah, in the past, um, this is not like the first time. Like back in 2012, um, like the ex-mother and the ex-family, like we was in the house, we was attacked and she got possessed, and this is when like it happened overnight. Like we was like the whole family going crazy. I was driving my car back home, and then I felt something enter the back of my chest, and then it felt like something was like taking over my head, trying to move my head. And then the problem started after that, like just overnight. It happened like I was getting muscle twitches. I was getting angry for no reason. Yeah, lots of muscle twitch and feeling irritated inside the chest. Um, and there's a whole lot other problems after that. But yeah, that's kind of when it first started. Tinya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Well, that was why, like, the Yi actually injured you. So the same injury didn't get healed up, so it kind of stick to you. The irritated or angry kind of feeling that leads to our previous lesson on the 7 emotions. Okay, so we go from D1, right? D1, when it's like when you're full, you have happiness. So whenever you're fulfilled, right? You're full, you feel happy there. But when you don't have, which is D2, you feel that angry. So you say, oh, it feels like this, angry here, and then it moved down and then moved down. That means like first that part is empty, and then that part is empty, right? Like the different places it's like going out of stock, like if you have a machine that pumps out water, it's like, okay, this thing out of water, this thing out of water. So whenever you are like out of the chi, there's no chi, no light, right? Then the warning sign is you're angry. So it's kind of like when you're hungry, right? To the very max point, then you get very angry as well, kind of like that. So D3 is when things are coming to you and entering you. You first get worry, the worry mindset, okay? And then you turn into D4, which is pondering and thinking. So you start thinking like that. So anyway, there are more, but we'll just leave it here first because we're talking about angry. So when you have that mind, that feeling of irritation, angry, it's always about you're not having enough chi, you're not having enough resources, and then you will try to find things to blame it on, like it's a cat, it's a dog, it's a neighbor, it's the computer slow, it's anything, like it can be anything. So basically the problem is there. It's not related to the cat at all. It's just that they were there. Even if the cat's not here, you can blame it on like, oh, my earbud, my Uber, whatever things like you can blame it on anything. It's just a feeling. So we call that the 7 emotion sickness. And it's always because the chi is stuck at a certain situation. Anyway, let's go. Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenure number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I have a question. Well, I've a couple of questions, Sergeant, based on the explanation from Lisa Hung. The average person that I've come across, they don't really have such a detailed awareness of how their energy or their body is moving things around, unless it's something physical, and they're not very aware of how their emotions are moving throughout their body. Is it because we have spent a certain amount of time soaking in your fat lick, and that is giving us this level of awareness, or is it because we have the gods that's inside of us? Because the 2 main gods we have inside of us is Josai and the Sifu. So the average person who don't have those gods inside of them, I've never heard anybody explain that level of experienced before. Like people just know, yeah, I'm not feeling well. Where is it hitting or what's going on? They can't really explain it. They just know they're not feeling well. And secondly, if E-crab should go, like let's say some type of possession should happen to Lisa Hong or some type of E-crab try to go into his body, how does the two gods we have within inside of us react to that? Because I'm really fascinated to know what is the first protocol they would take? What is the first steps they'll take? Because I would assume they also will try to either defend and inform the court or you of what's going on. Back to you, Tanya, at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Well, the thing is, for Lei or any like quote real disciple who are learning, right? Like not those background ones, okay? But those that are actively learning, you will not be possessed by ye God. That is a guarantee. Okay, that's not going to happen. The God inside you will kick their ass out. So, yeah, you don't need to do anything. It's like automatic. Like someone try to break in, your God is not stupid. They will fight. Okay, so you don't need to worry. There's no way that will happen. About the thing like Lei is feeling this and that. That is not really because of what you said. It's because that's normal for any human being. Any human being, as long as you're human, you will have those feelings. But the thing is, like, when you had those feelings, and then it's like you tell your mom, your dad, and then they say, just sleep. It's okay. It'll be fine. And then you kind of ignore it. So when you ignore it many times, then those feelings will not come up again to warn you what's going on. So it's it's like something that you will have for sure, but you shut it down because you bring a lot of feelings and not really digging into it. Then you lose the ability. So when you learn here, you cultivate the qigong and everything, those things will come back up, okay? Because it will be open up again for you. Like I will just unblock everything, so you'll be able to sense it again, and it's a way for you to understand what's actually going on, like the way how your system, your qi talks to you, right? So you listen to these feelings, you can understand the qi. Okay, so now that you have absorbed a bit, we're going to go on with the 7 emotions again. Okay, D1, you're fulfilled, so you're happy, you're D1, right? D2, you don't have, okay? You're like, I don't have money, then you get angry, okay? So when you're poor, lacking resources, you are angry, you get angry. When D3 is like when you know something is coming in, like you're about to have income, okay? That's worry. You will start worrying. So when something from the pre-heaven is coming in, you know that there is something coming, but the problem is you don't know it's a good or bad, so you're worried. When the thing entered you and it come to D4 phase, then you start thinking. Sometimes you try to sleep and you cannot stop yourself. It's to keep thinking, right? That's because something from pre-heaven came in and is stuck at your upper system. So that's why it's not going down. Now, how do you deal with it? Let me teach you this trick, okay? So you sit up, like you need to be vertical, okay? So you can stand, you can sit. And what you do is you swing your head left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. And then you swing your head like up and down, up and down. Like how the music, the rock people, you like kind of bounce your head. Yeah, kind of like that, okay? You bounce your head up and down. That will clear the D4 down into the heart. So when it goes down to heart, you don't think anymore. Okay, now when your heart got it and it's stuck inside the heart, what happened? You start to get sad. Yeah, some people suddenly feel sad for no reason. Like nothing happened, I just suddenly feel very sad. Like, I don't know why, right? That is because the qi is stuck in the heart and it cannot go in, cannot go out, and it's like trapped. So you feel like, oh, life is so hopeless. I'm so sad. That's the feeling. So when you're feeling sad, it's not because you don't have any resources. It's because the resources is stuck inside your heart. It's not going down. It's not, nothing is new coming, nothing new is coming in, and that thing cannot go down and be used. It's kind of like, it's like you got money, you put it into the bank account, right? And now it's like, yeah, I got money. I don't have any new money coming in. That's all I got. I put it in the bank account, but I cannot withdraw it. It's locked inside. So I'm sad like that. And then next is, okay, the money go down to the belly area. Now you feel tense and nervous. This kind of nervous or scare feeling is inward. It kind of like, I'm very nervous about something about to happen. You start to shake. You start to feel shaky, and it's like tensing up, like you want to squeeze the fist, right? That's D6, building up the internal pressure. And then when it vents out, right, it's D7, right? But when you vent, like it's a very fast kind of fast moving chi. So it makes you feel scared or fear. This fear is like the kind of fear like you want to scream out, like that. You freak out. That kind of fear is when the chi is stuck in D7 and pushing out too much. That's a bleeding issue, right? So it's kind of like when you're sleeping and then like, you just go scare her and she freak out, and then you run around, right? That's D7 issue. So any of these symptoms, like any of these happen, you look at it, you know where the chi is stuck, right? Then you can deal with it. Okay, let's go. Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, this is a fascinating breakdown of, I think it's something that affects all of us, obviously. Like, we all go through emotions of one sort or another. I guess the question is, or the issue is when it's not just like a quick, like sometimes it might arise quickly and then die quickly. I guess that means that it's slowing down properly. But when it's an ongoing, chronic type of thing that persists unnaturally, that's when it's something that's kind of stuck by the sounds of it. And that's when, it becomes and it grows into something worse and worse. So, like, I'm guessing people who have, so-called depression, that's like an issue where they've got the blockage in their heart and it's not moving. What happens when the chi keeps coming in, but it doesn't? It's kind of like constipated. It's like you keep eating, but it's not coming out at the end. Does it get to a point where there's where it just it just has to move and pushes it down, or does it need something to be the channels to be opened up so that the movement can happen, like an emotional laxative? Number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay, if the heart keep yipping up and it didn't really go down, like if it really didn't go down, and the heart can explode. When the heart explodes, you will in D8 see a symptom, which is heart failure, and you will die. Okay, so that can happen, and other things can happen too. Like you can see the actual physical issue later when these kind of like extreme cases happen. So yeah, it is a big problem if you don't fix it. So-called depression, like mostly there's like a lot of yi involved too. So to solve the problem is not just looking at the chi, but what are you doing? Like when I was looking at Wing, I already know the problem is your husband, right? So you got to get rid of him, right? I can't just fix your chi and then you keep yourself in there. It's not going to work. You need to get out of there to get rid of the source. So if the source is not gone and they're not willing to change, there's no way to fix the problem. I can't just like prescribe medicine and then, suddenly your chi is not going to stuck. It's not going to happen because it will stuck eventually. It's all the problem, like the cause of the problem. It's still there, right? So yeah. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf.
Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, John. Yeah. So, how to balance things the chi, like the yang chi, the yang chi, and the neutral chi is because everything is messing up. So it's gonna be sometimes can be causing in the DA to come out in the method of our body. And definitely it's also not only the yang. Most of the time it's the sickness and disease also coming from our mind. Like so that means we can call it yang chi, right? So it's very important to balance things. Is it like like how we can like eating, like of course have a knowledge. It's like a proper eating, a diet or something, or is how we can eat healthy. This related to the diet, and then we move our body like a Keding, Tai Chi, or form of exercise, and also meditation, or we can also do this daily scripture like that. So what is the best way to balance all the the neutral chi, state of consciousness, the focus, and the yang chi, the mental, and the yang. Back to unit control. Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, before I begin, anyone want to check in? Okay. First of all, you can delete the word balance. Okay? Yeah, a lot of people are like, I want to balance my chi. The word balance is very wrong. First of all, you are supposed to be working, not like broken from the beginning, right? So why do you think that your chi is not balanced or it is not like working properly? There's always the cause, right? So the first thing is, if like you have a system that has problem, your main thing at first place is not to like balance or do something to make yourself healthy, because as human being, you don't need to do anything, and your body is supposed, like not just the body but the whole system is supposed to be healthy and working and functional. You don't have to do anything. You just live your life doing your normal things. So if you are living a normal life, not doing anything, and you have problems, now the first thing is look at what you have done, or what is around you, or what is your cause of the problem. Not by eating things or doing things or adding things to like that will not solve your problem. Okay, the first step is always find out why you fucked up. Yeah, like I look at Lade, and then he's like, oh, I have these issues. The first thing I look at is, what is the cause, right? Once you find out that problem, like the cause, the root cause, then you know what to do, what to fix. Okay, like, oh, you're having a problem not eating breakfast, then now you need eat breakfast and it will get better again. Now, talking about that, I was talking about this online as well. When you eat throughout the day, the three meals, the yun san will utilize those, the reverse way, the reverse order. So when you, like, let's say you ate dinner, you ate lunch, but you skip your breakfast. So dinner is like the power that sends stuff up to the yun san when you sleep. Okay, you have food, so that's good. Then lunch is like the processing, so the yun san is working inside itself, and then breakfast become the power for the yun san to like download to you. Oh, you didn't eat, so it's like things can go up, things can work inside the yun san, but it has like problem trying to deliver back down. So the yun san is supposed to give to Ghost Altar than to your heart. Now, because it's lacking that breakfast, it couldn't come down all the way. So maybe you're getting like 10% only, and that's the heart income. Oh my goodness. Look, like it's very scary, right? Because that thing is supposed to be powering up your heart and you're not getting enough. It's going to affect everything, right? So when you change your living style, your habit, the way you live, you already fix a lot of problem. Teacher number 4, Lima Echo India.
Team jet number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, John. Yeah. The breakfast. I guess I don't really have a quality breakfast. It's like I wake up in the morning. Like I gotta head to work right away. So sometime like I'm either driving and eating inside the car. Yeah, as I don't say, that's not a good thing because like you're focused on driving mostly. You're not even focused on eating. You're just shoving food up the mouth. Um, and then when I get to work, it's clock in time. So like it's like I'm working and eating at the same time. So like I'm always doing something at the same time. It's either driving at the same time or working at the same time eating. 'Cause it's like if I sit down and eat, yeah, I'm gonna be late for work. But if I go to work, I eat. I gotta meet my quota, so I gotta work. I can't just sit there and eat and then not do anything. I'll get in trouble for that. So yeah, that yeah, I guess yeah, I really don't know how to work a way around that. But yeah, when if I can't eat right away, sometimes I do get hungry, but then I have to wait till I get to work to eat. But yeah, but uh, it's like I'm multitasking while eating in the morning. Tingkat number 4, Lima Echo India.
Multitasking eating is better than not eating. Okay, it's not really good, not encouraged, but it's better than no food. Okay, so always remember to eat. It's better than not eating. Um, well, I think you're thinking of changing jobs, so maybe you should include that in your next job, right? Like when you submit a letter, you may want to like find a job that allows you to have a breakfast or like actually healthy way of life, right? So you don't have to like rush and all that. So yeah, something to plan for the future. Now it's like, well, it's not really 100% on your side. So too bad, but work on that later, right? Maybe the next job will be better. Okay. Dear number two, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I think the comment that Ding made kind of made me reconsider the type of words that I'm using. I mean, you always tell us that, Sajron, that we need to be very keenly aware and the meaning of the words that we use, because balance means that you're in a comatose state. You're neither growing or you're neither dying, and that is never a good thing. So having a chi be in balance is definitely not something you want, because inherently the word balance means you're not growing, and if you're not growing, that means you're not living in, and you're not progressing, for anything to move forward, any type of society, any type of organization, they're never really in balance. There's sections of the population are doing different things that making it be in some type of harmony to push towards a goal, but nothing is really ever in balance, even in nature. So it kind of making me re-evaluate a lot of the words that we use in English that kind of have this very stupid mindset that we have, especially like in pop culture. You would hear all those gurus saying, yeah, things need to be balanced, when no, that is not the meaning of the word. People just throw these words that make you feel better about yourself. And it's not to chastise thing or anything. I know English is not his first language, but I also do the same thing as well, not being keenly aware of the words it puts in English, the English language. So yeah, that just got me thinking along that path right there. And definitely breakfast is something that you need to have. I, like, a couple of years ago, I was never really a breakfast person, but then for some strange reason, I just regained the appetite to eat in the morning. So I definitely have breakfast now, especially when I doing food work, like whether it's
You got cut off?
Sorry about that, John. I was saying that's all, like, especially like in the evening times when I'm doing my food work, I make it a priority to have dinner first. Like, that's the first thing before I even go and sit or even think about doing food, because yeah, it takes a lot out of you. But I really appreciate how you gave us the 7 stars, because we could use that, maybe not as a supplementary thing for the energy, but it also helps if we have an additional support, because sometimes you mightn't get to eat enough, or you mightn't get food that you like, blah blah blah. But doing the 7 star before food, to give yourself the boost, the MB boost, is definitely a great thing, because I remember you said earlier that when you do food, you don't use as much resources as we do, because you have like a built-up reservoir of power that just stashed away for you now. And I can't wait to get to that level when I could do that, because right now, doing food, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna make it seem like it's a task, but I'm much more aware now of how much fat, like, it takes from you. It's like, wow, like the first time I did it, I was naive. I was like, oh yeah, I have a lot of I have a lot of energy. My energy levels are up. I don't need to eat. And as I'm going through the motions of doing the food, those 3 hours, I thought I was good. But then after that, I finished and I just sat on my couch for like I said, I just sat down for a minute, and that minute turned into a whole night's sleep. So yeah, back to you, Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay, I think the word, what you guys are looking for the balance substitute, is actually a Chinese word we describe when the qi is quote harmonized, but it's not really harmonized. So the word is called war. Hey, war. Okay, war. War. Hey, war. Hey is, well, what it means. The war is like there's a demand, right? Like there's a mouth that is hungry, right? Open. And then you have the rice, which is what it wants, and you give it to them. So that is war. when the chi is like, okay, so first your ghost altar is hungry, the Yun San bring down the essence that it needs. And then your heart is hungry, right? The ghost altar rain down the stuff to the heart, and then your body needs, and then it, your heart just pump out for the body, and now it becomes like, it's like whenever that part need, the previous part half. That is the wall. So is it harmony? Well, I don't know what harmony really means, but I would just tell you that this is what we mean, right? When your chi is in this like state of war, right? It means that it's not going to run out of. It's like whenever I need to use bullet, there is bullet to use, right? So that's basically what it is. You never run out of resources. Then your system is not broken, right? Then it will be good. So that is the kind of state that we want to be in. Whenever we want to have more chi, there is chi coming in for it. That is amazing, right? So how to achieve that? First of all, never over burn out yourself. And then always remember to replenish the source. Oh, you see, I don't know if you're this type of person, but there are people who can actually run into a situation like this. One day, he wake up. Oh shit! What happened? No tissue. Oh yeah, open the drawer. Uh-oh. That was the last row. Oh my goodness, I forgot to buy tissue. I cannot wipe my ass. Uh-oh. Yeah. You see, this is why, bad virtue. Whenever you are like, from time to time, you should be looking into your inventory and then replenish the source. That way you will have tissue to use when you need. So when you are not replenishing back to where you take from, that is when you run out of tissue, and then you freak out, right? Is it like really the tissue issue? No, it's your issue. And because of the personality is like that, everything in life turns into that mode where like you're always surprised when things run out because you forgot to stock up. It's like that. So I always say, you should start learning this mindset with your phone. You charge your phone when you see it half dying, like 50%. You charge it. You don't wait until it's gone down to 20 or 10 and then you charge, because that will be the oh shit moment, right? So if you want to train your system, your chi, to be like war, then you have to train yourself with your daily life habits. If you're not changing your habit, you always use the phone until it's dead. How can your chi like become something that you're not? Right? Okay. Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Well, that brings up the tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. That brings up the heart power and like my issue with the being like a battery. So yeah, there's that metaphor there about keeping the energy or the flow or the system working properly by maintaining it, before it gets too low. That made me wonder about what's the connection between, like, it seems to be probably a direct connection between magic power and chi levels. So is it the same thing, or that's my main question. Is magic power the same as like having a good supply of chi ready for you or available? Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
No, not the same. Okay. You can get it this way. Magic power is like your computer, like you're using your computer and you can do stuff. So if your magic power is low, your computer will not be able to be used. Like it's running low in battery or whatever, it's not really working, right? That will be low in magic power. But the problem is you need to use yourself to use the computer. So if your own chi and your own essence and whatever is low, it's like you're tired, then how can you use the computer even is powerful, right? So like Lei, the problem is like not the magic power is out. It's his own personal system that is out. So even he have more to take, there's no way to take it because he himself is down. And you're never using your own chi for magic. That is completely stupid, right? No one is using their own chi for magic. That's insane. Like, why are you even ordained? You're never using that, okay? Your own chi is for your own self to survive, to stay alive, right? It's like your health. But you need that health to be good to use anything in life. So magic, yeah, it's not really your chi, but you need to have a good amount of chi and all that to run it, to use it, right? But the magic power is not your own chi. The magic power is from the God. Like you're asking the God to do stuff, right? So there can be magic power stored inside the altar, the Yun San in the Tin Yat San Fu, or in the religious court, right? But you need to use your self to withdraw that. And if your self is down, even the magic power is coming down through your system, it's stuck in the middle, right? Because it has to go through you to be deployed. Your body is like a tool for the magic power to go through you and out to somewhere. Like your sword finger point to here, you say, okay, God, go in. So the God has to like go through your body and into where you point. So if your own system inside is clogged up, how can the God come out, right? Like, think about it. So you are in the middle and you deploy the God through your body. There we go. TN number 2, Delta November Golf.
Kenya number 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, Chajan. So that word balance is not correct. And yeah, because it's I thought it's the one we always practicing on the Tai Chi, the energy, the white and the black, like that. So yeah, I think it's kind of get that perspective. Is yeah, it's amazing. So we can actually learn and do more stuff. And if we as you say, we don't use our chi to using the magic. So we're using the God power, the God chi. So we also need to have a chi in our body to run the magic, because it's gonna go back to us through us, and then it's gonna be go to the subject like that. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Just wanna saying like so if we can increasing our chi part ourselves by as you said earlier, eating properly, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and enough rest, and probably do some carrying exercise like that. So I think this is really good for our chi, right? So yeah, back to you, Net Controversy, number 2, Delta November Golf.
Think about it this way. Magic is like I give you a gun and bullet. When you use magic, you put bullet into the gun and you shoot. Okay, wow, boom, powerful, right? But it requires yourself to be healthy in order to use the gun. If you're tired, you're weak, you're vomiting, how can you aim? How can you hold the gun and be steady? How can you use it, right? So magic is like that too. The healthier you are, the more you can use that gun properly and do the job. So if you're like unfocused, eyes is blurry, hands shaking, what can you do with that gun, right? So yeah, magic is that gun. The Tai Chi diagram with the white and black is purely about communication. Two-way communication. It's not about a balance. It's about a cycle of give and take, talk and listen, and then talk and then listen. It's a cycle. It's not a balance. It's a cycle. Like I talk and then you talk and we take turn. That's what it's about, right? Even in normal Tai Chi fist, it's like that too, right? Someone's attacking you with a punch or something. You focus, right? They attack, you become the absorbing end, so you can parry and deflect. And then when their force is all in, then you attack and throw it back at them. That's what Tai Chi is like, right? You absorb and then you throw it back, right? Or if they are not doing anything, you can go attack too because they are absorbing while they're not attacking, right? So there you go. So that is the white, black and white with the Tai Chi. It's not about balancing at all. In your everyday life, there are two things that we will absorb and it will go back into the pre-heaven. The light and the chi. The light is anything you see with your eyes. The chi is anything you hear with your ears. And these two combine into memories. So when you are pushing things back to pre-heaven, these light and chi becomes like patterns. And when the patterns goes back, it will manifest in the Yun Sun and influence the world there. It's kind of like today, Hong was asking, how can the God know we have something bad coming up in reality? You know, like maybe there's a chipmunk enter my house or something. How does the God see that when we're doing a div? I said, no, the God don't see it. But the God can see the light. So if in the pre-heaven you have good light, a lot of light, that means you're bright, your future is bright, good things will happen. What is the good thing? It depends, okay, what's around. But if your light is dim or very dark, then you will see that you will run into bad stuff. What is the bad stuff? Well, it depends on what's around. It's only like a good or bad. And then you have the 5 element, the chi flow, which tells you like the good thing, is it like not moving? Is it fast, slow, great? So you have a speed. And then you have at the end is like the process, how it will happen. So it's all a pattern. You know, like in the computer, you have like 1 and 0s and they go in different patterns. So it's kind of like that. The God see a pattern only, and you get that in a div. When that pattern goes to your life in reality in D8, it will be like tube over anything and try to manifest. So that's why I say if you have like a bad luck coming and you let it manifest, right? Okay, like the chipmunk case, right? If you don't deal with the chi that is causing the problem and dissolve it after this thing, there can be another one, because the chi is not finished burning. It's still there. So it might come again. And when it come again, it's like the same pattern but different subject. So when we give back, we are also giving back these two main elements to our Yun Sun. And the Yun Sun world then will have changes in how the inside world is like, based on the input from us, the light and the chi. Okay, so there we go. Anyway, it is now already 5:34 p.m. We'll end the net here. See you back online or on the net tonight. 73 to all, and this is TNet number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo is clear.
TNet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf clear.
TNet number 4, Lima Echo India clear.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf, clear.
TNet number 2, Delta November Golf, is clear.